It's old-time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw a little lumber if a guy gets in your way. You play like Gordie Howe or Eddie fucking Shore. We can't all be Gretzky, Lemieux or Bobby Orr. Hey!
Walt Podubny was born on February 14, 1960, in Thunder Bay, Ontario. After being a member of the Thunder Bay Kings under-18 AAA team, he moved on to the WHL, where he played for the Brandon Wheat Kings. After a successful year in the WHL, he moved over to the Ontario Major Junior Hockey League, where he would split his season between the Kitchener Rangers and the Kingston Canadians. He would score 59 points in just 62 games that year, and caught the attention of NHL scouts. He was drafted 90th overall in the 5th round of the 1980 NHL entry draft by the Edmonton Oilers. He would spend the next 2 seasons coming up in the semi-pro leagues, playing for the Milwaukee Admirals of the IHL and the Wichita Wind of the CHL. Podubny would make his NHL debut in the 1981-82 season for the Edmonton Oilers, only appearing in 4 games and not registering a point. It was later in the season that he was traded to the Toronto Maple Leafs, where he would finish out his first season playing 11 more games and scoring 3 goals and 4 assists for 7 points, a promising start for his future in the NHL. During the 82-83 season, Podubny would be a full-timer with the Leafs, appearing in 72 games and scoring 59 points. Podubny would suffer with knee injuries that would keep him out of most of the 83-84 season, and for the next few years he would split time between the AHL and NHL, before ultimately being traded to the New York Rangers after the 85-86 season. Podubny instantly became a star player for the Rangers, appearing in 75 games during the 86-87 season, scoring 40 goals, the first time in his career that he would score 40 or more goals, and notching 87 points, leading the team in scoring. The following year, he would appear in 77 games, scoring 38 goals and 50 assists for 88 points, leading the team in scoring for a second straight season. It was a shock to most Ranger fans and to Podubny himself when he was traded the following season to the Quebec Nordiques. But it didn't diminish his play, as he would appear in 72 games for the Nords and score 38 goals and 75 points, which would earn him a spot on the NHL All-Star team that season. After being second to only Peter Stastny in team scoring that year for the Nordiques, Podubny was traded once again, this time to the New Jersey Devils. Unfortunately for Podubny, this is where his career would take a decline due to multiple knee injuries piling up. Over a 3-year span with New Jersey, he was limited to only playing in 54 games and scoring a total of 27 points, only 9 of which were goals. After his last few games with the Devils in 91-92, Podubny would pack his bags and head to Europe, playing in the German lower leagues and in France for 2 seasons. He would return to North America for the 94-95 season, playing in the AHL for the Worcester Ice Cats, playing in 34 games and scoring 13 points, before he decided to retire from active play. He finished his career with a total of 468 games played in the NHL, with 184 goals, 238 assists, for a total of 422 points. He would spend 2 seasons playing professional roller hockey for the Las Vegas Flash and as a player coach for the Orlando Roller Gators. After that, he would receive a head coaching job for the Anchorage Aces of the West Coast Hockey League in 1996, a position that he held all the way up until 2002. Sadly, Podubny's life would come to an end on March 21, 2009, after suffering a heart attack in his hometown of Thunder Bay.
It's old-time hockey, the way you're supposed to play. You throw it